Leak about to take off.
I'll subscribe to that girl's channel, man. Off rip. I want to see those links in the chat, y'all. Come on. But yeah, like, oh man. So like, is there any other person that you know in the red pill space other than Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit, or are them just the only two that you're familiar with?
Pearl,
Oh,
Sneeko. I'm trying to think of who else.
Pearl, huh?
Why'd you make that? What? I want to know. What's the? Wait, what's
I
the deal with
mean,
Pearl? Because everybody tells me that not to work with Pearl, that they don't like Pearl and this and that. And I'm like, yo, it's a business thing for me, y'all. I'm not in this to make fucking friends. You know what I mean? I'm in this to make business and stuff. And I
I
know
mean,
it probably
I
sounds
feel you.
bad,
I
but
feel you. I feel you. Like you at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to further your brand. But you know, in sectors like this, people do not rock with Pearl at all. Like they just don't, because of the whole, Nick Fuentes thing it did with a certain, like, I can't remember. I think it's Jason Black or something. Like, he literally blew the lid off of that, and it basically caused somewhat of a civil war in the space. Basically, like, you got people that side with Pearl, and then you got people that's like really against Pearl. And if you're with Pearl, they'll say, oh, you a coon, you buck dancer, you just that there. But they're just like people that's like, oh, I'm just trying to get to the bag, I'm trying to get to this. And like I said, I'm at the end of the day like, man, get your money. Because I mean, at the end of the day, this is a business. And if she trying to give you that bag, do what you gotta do. I mean, me personally, I don't know if I would ever do anything with it, because I don't really watch her content like that. So it's not like, oh, I'm, like I said, she doing what she doing or whatever. But yeah, it's a lot of people that really do not like Pearl around these spaces. So that's why I said, ooh, Pearl, that's like a tricky subject for people over here.
yeah. I always tell people this though. I understand where people are coming from, but a lot of people who aren't content creators don't know the other side of it. How do you think people end up getting bigger? You collab with other people. And if I'm in the red pill space, you name at least 10 women right now besides Pearl that are that big. And if she wants me to be on her wife score, she wants me to be on her debate thing for, like, she wants me to be on one of these debates for transgender and something else. Ain't nobody going over there to kumbaya with her. I'm going there to speak my motherfucking mind so people can understand who I am. And like I said, if it ever came down to me and Pearl, like, having to have a debate back and forth, we can do that. I have no problem with that. It's business. With her, she says the same thing. It's a business thing, and I don't feel like a lot of people understand that. Especially being a black woman in this space, I feel like a lot of people don't take me serious with the tattoos and the way that I look. They might say they do, but to work with me, like, Steph So Cold made a video about me. They called me a 304. MTR made a video about me, called me a 304 because of my tattoos. I don't understand
Hmm.
how tattoos correlate with being ran through, but apparently that they know me, even though they don't. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody like Pearl or somebody else is going to say, hey, you know what, let me put you on my platform when they have millions of followers, why would I say no?
Exactly. And it's just like my homie just said, just use her as a platform.
Mm-hmm.
Use her to get you further out here. That's what I say.
And I already know myself. I would not be touching up on black topics or anything like that with somebody like her. And again, for me, I don't really know too much about the Nick Fuentes and all that stuff because when I went to go look at it, it was deleted off of YouTube. So I'm like, guys, what the
Hmm.
hell happened? Like, where the fuck is the video? So I only got certain things from people on social media. You know how people be dragging stuff. So I don't really know what even happened.
Right. Well, like I said, when that whole situation came about, like, she took a huge hit for that. And I think she came out with an apology video, but then like everybody was just like, nah, I'm not really caring about that. So blah 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 blah. So it has a lot to do with the fact that she's white. Let's just be real. But the fact of the matter is just like, people really do not, hold on. Dude, y'all can't be asking me questions right now, bruh. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, people just don't like Pearl because, they feeling like she's trying to take over what Kevin Samuels has laid down. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are feeling like, since Kevin Samuels has been gone, so many people has been trying to step up to fill that void. And since she was one of the later people to work with Kevin before he, ultimately passed away, they
Mhm.
feeling like, oh, she's trying to take all of the momentum that he has for herself and use this stuff that she's using. And plus, a lot of people feel like she's a grifter. She's only saying this to try to get more views, more likes, subscribers, more money, all that stuff. So I mean, but with your interactions with Pearl, what is your how do you rate her? How do you think she is as a
I
person with
actually,
the
that's the funny thing. I've actually met Pearl. She talks exactly the way she is online. That's why, to me, when people say these big opinions about her, I don't understand why. Because half these people have never met this girl in real life. She's a businesswoman. She's gonna do what she can to get to the top. So that means no feelings involved. So everybody else, oh, she's this, she's that. You guys are not even around her. And another thing, my biggest thing and how I view it is everybody complains about women not caring about men's mental health. She's getting to the top and helping men as she does that, but yet everybody's complaining about how she's doing it. So do you guys want women to be in this space and help you guys, or do you not want them to help? It doesn't make any sense. And I feel like if she was black, I don't think it'd be any different. That's just my opinion. And I'm not going to sit here because, like I said, I know Pearl and I've met her. Like I said, I can't really say nothing bad about her because it's a business standpoint, and I wouldn't consider her and I besties or nothing like that. But I definitely do defend her to a certain extent because, of course, I've met her and she stands on what she says. I don't really think that she's a grifter or nothing like that.
right? I mean, I don't really watch her enough to really know what she's really about like that. But at the same time, like she's been saying it a long time, so it's just like, hey, I like to take people for face value. Even though I will always keep mind of what I hear about people, and I will always put it in like my memory banks just to see like if anything else comes up. I'm like, oh yeah, I figured that was gonna happen or whatever. But like I said, man, whatever she go do. And it's just like I said when the whole controversy happened. Like I said it in one of my old shows that I did. I was like, yo, y'all really think that this is gonna stop this girl from doing what she's doing? Like if anything, it just made her bigger. So
Yeah, and can I be honest
that's
with you? I feel like that's why she does it too. People don't understand that controversy sells. She's doing this. This is all a tactic. This is all a good game plan to her. It's the same thing that Tate did. Tate said that Bugatti stuff. Tate did all the stuff that was obnoxious and annoying. He knew exactly what he was doing, and then now he's back on the fence of talking about marriage and love and things like that. That's what they do. It's called controversial topics for a reason. It's how you get to the top. It's a tactic. People don't understand that. This is all a business for us, and yet people don't understand it. Yes, there are some people who have their heart in it. I'm not going to say there's people who don't, but people got to understand, y'all, people still have to make their money as they do the content, you know, and controversy right now, because y'all be eating it up, sells every time. So she's going to keep having these crazy topics and crazy people on her show. She's not going to stop, which I think is kind of good for her business. Look how she went to 1 million followers in less than a year. That says a lot.
yeah. She really did. She skyrocketed,
Yep.
and
She's
that's
close
why,
to 2
and that's
million.
and that's why I said like everybody thinking, oh, this is gonna stop. Like this ain't gonna stop Pearl.
She
Like if
just getting
anything,
started.
is exactly. And plus, she's only 26. Like, she still got more years ahead of her to keep doing this. And then who's to say she might even move on to an even bigger platform that's probably bigger than YouTube, and she'll probably leave this behind, and people will know her all over the world. So, I mean,
Exactly.
right now, people do know her in the UK because she lives over there, and people, of course, know her over here because of the content that she produces. But it's just like with the moves that she's making, it look like she's trying to be global.
Yeah, she really is.
Okay. So